So I've made a bunch of these CD hunting videos, and I haven't uploaded like any of them. At least when you're watching this, I have not uploaded any of them. Because the past couple weeks of work have been crazy. I've been working like 6 days. I mean, this past week was literally 7 days of constant work. I literally worked 50 and a half hours. So I'm getting like 10 and a half hours of overtime pay. It's pretty good. It's gonna be a decent chunk of money because I'm going down the shore tomorrow, so that's gonna be fun. But I finally got a Sunday off. I said, what could I do with the Sunday that'd be good? And well, there was one thing I've been meaning to do the past couple Sundays that just didn't happen because I was just like, yeah, I'm good, dude. I'm fucking tired, and I've had so much shit to deal with at work, and I'm fucking hungry because I had breakfast. I didn't eat anything at work, so. Anyways, all of that is, I don't even know what I'm saying, dude. I haven't recorded these. I haven't recorded pretty much anything in a while, so I'm kind of rusty. But I just wanted to make this sort of update video, I guess. I don't even want to call it an update video, but like talking about the things that I've gotten that I don't think I showcased because I haven't made a CD hunting video in the past 2 weeks, maybe. And I got some stuff I wanted to talk about. And then today, I did something that I've been meaning to do the past couple Sundays, as I was mentioning. So, want to talk about all of that. And I think where do I want to start? I could start off with something that I think was an interesting idea, but didn't really pan out the way I hoped. Which is, I got this Motorhead Ace of Spades. This is what I literally knew Motorhead for, was for Ace of Spades. So, I was interested. I gave it a shot. This is the deluxe edition. So this actually has 2 CDs in it, and it's got like this big folding thing. So there's one CD, I think, in here. And there's one CD in here, I think, or is it? There's a CD, the CD's in here, and then it's in here. So, yeah, I mean, it's a pretty well-known album, probably the most well-known Motorhead album, probably. And, to be honest, I tried it. I was kind of like, man, kind of not really feeling it. It just didn't fully click with me. And also there was some stuff in here. There was some stuff in here I was like, huh? Like, I bought this, right? And I'm looking at the back. I'm like, jailbait? I was like, what does that mean? I mean, I think there's one pretty well-known definition of that word. And I don't think there's really a lot of other ones. Why are we talking about jailbait? So, I was a little about that. The songs were okay, but they're really just not interesting enough to me. And the thing I really have learned a lot about, I should have gotten, hold on. Where is it? Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. Yeah, I'll talk about this too. But one of the things I've learned a lot as I've continued getting more music is that I think, number one, I think the genre doesn't matter that much in the general style. Like, I don't think I need to listen to fucking, it doesn't have to be metal. It doesn't have to be crazy shit. It's just gotta have energy, is kind of what I feel like I like about music, for the most part. I like the energy. So, I feel like Motorhead didn't really have that energy. That was really the problem that I ran into with this album. It's just, there is a little bit of energy, but it just doesn't feel that way, Like, I'm listening to it, and he kind of, the lyrics don't feel that energetic. The music kind of feels energetic, but not that energetic to me. And so I just kind of found myself being like, I didn't really enjoy it. So then, on the flip side, we have something that I had been eyeing for a while. And I have been talking about how I just asked ChatGPT. I was like, listen, this is the type of music that I like, and I'm trying to find other stuff. But I listened to I listened to Deftones, and I was like, that didn't work. That wasn't it for me. And so it gave me a bunch of these recommendations of things. And there was one band on there that I was a little like, I don't want to say sus of, but I was like, I don't know. Number one, I don't know if I'm going to like them. Number two, bro, my mom finds out dude, that made my whole car shake. But she would have a heart attack if she knew. And that is Rush. I bought a Rush album. So, reason why I got this Rush album is ChatGPT was telling me, man, you would really like this because it's, it's got that energy, that high-paced kind of energy. It might be a hit or miss because you don't know if you're gonna like, what's this guy's name? Geddy Lee. Don't know if you're gonna like Geddy Lee's voice because it's kind of one of those voices where it's very very like high pitched, very, I don't want to say screechy, but I don't know. I mean, I would just say like higher pitched sort of thing, and some people don't like that. But I actually didn't really mind his voice at all. I thought his voice was pretty good. And there were a couple songs in here that I was like, I know that song, I've heard that song, I didn't know that. Like Fly By Night, which is literally, this album is Fly By Night. I was like, dude, I've actually heard that song before, and I never knew, I never knew that he was saying Fly By Night. I thought he was saying something else completely differently. Like, it's like when I listened to AC/DC that first time, and I thought that he was saying Those Girls for all those years, and it turned out he was saying Hell's Bells, and I was like, oh shit, kidding me? What? So, this is kind of another instance of that. And this album, I had been eyeing this, because basically, there was that shelf that they had like Deftones and My Chemical Romance and like Rolling Stones and Def Zeppelin, Led Zeppelin and all this. And I was like, whoa, there's a bunch of cool stuff here. And then they had like some other stuff. And this CD was up there for like weeks. And I just kept seeing it and seeing it and seeing it and thinking like, it did tell me to try Rush. And I don't think it specified this album, but I mean, if it's there, it's probably a decent album, I feel. Because I feel like Barnes & Noble isn't really going to carry like very niche albums, at least for like most bands, especially for like smaller bands. Like, if obviously you're like a fucking huge band, like, you're Kiss or something, they're gonna have a lot of Kiss albums. But like Rush, they were a big band, but not in the same way as like Kiss, not in the same way as Pink Floyd or whatever. So I've been eyeing it, and then dude, I walked in to Barnes & Noble probably about a week ago maybe, and I look at this CD and there's a little thing here, there's a little sticker that says $1 off, and I was like, I'm sold. So I got myself this Rush CD, and I honestly I enjoyed it. It was pretty good. I liked it. It's not my favorite music, but it's pretty good. I like it. And so I think that kind of leads into today for the most part, because I think I'm pretty much caught up on everything except for what I did today, which, where'd the other one go? Where'd it go? Oh, actually, no, I'm not. I forgot. I got this. The Who, Tommy. It's like is it 2 CDs? I think it's 2 CDs. Is it? I don't... Oh, yeah, it is 2 CDs. So, yeah, I got this thing when I went to the used bookstore one day. I was like, sure. It's like, I think they upped their prices. I think it's like $3 per CD now, or $4 per CD or something. But for $4 for 2 CDs, big thing, you know, whatever, man, that's not bad. And I also got, I don't have it here, but I got a copy of The Dark Knight, like, you know, the movie. They have a bunch of movies, and I've always, like, wanted to look. And so I was looking, I was like, let me just find one movie that would, like, interest me. I was like, The Dark Knight. I've actually never seen The Dark Knight. I've never really seen, like, any of the Batman movies. Like, I've never seen Joker. I've never seen The Dark Knight. I've never seen any of the other Batman movies. I've watched a little bit of, like, the Adam West Batman. But I've never truly gotten into Batman, even though I like Batman. And ironically, I was playing some Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight last night. Because I finally got to sit down and play that for once, and it was like, I realized the last time I played it was like a month ago. I was like, oh shit, man. But yeah, so I got The Dark Knight on DVD. Probably watched it at some point. But so that brings me to today now. I think I'm caught up on everything before. So today, I decided to do something I hadn't done the past couple Sundays, because I'm finally off on a Sunday. And I was like, you know, there's one place I've been wanting to check out, and it's pretty local, and I had no idea it existed until my mom mentioned it to me one day. And it is this record place. They sell a bunch of records, you know, like vinyls and stuff. And the thing is, I'm not really a vinyl guy, so, you know, I don't have a way to play. I don't have a way to listen to the vinyls. So, like, but then again, I bought Gauntlet on the Commodore 64, like, years ago, and I'm like, I don't have a Commodore 64, and why did I buy this? And it was like $40. Why did I buy that? So, but the thing is, he does have some CDs there, so I was interested, and I was like, you know, we'll try out some, we'll see what CDs are there. I don't know why I can't speak. And honestly, I mean, I feel like with used CDs, it's just kind of, That's the problem I have with used CDs a lot of the time, is that there really just isn't a big selection of stuff. And usually it's a lot of stuff that's not very well known. And yeah, I mean, they did have a very large, like, Elvis collection and U2 collection. But, and there were some Rolling Stones there too, which was a thought I was having. If I didn't find anything else, I was gonna get some Rolling Stones. But, like, the problem with used CDs is a lot of it is just stuff that, oh my god, dude, this auto catcher is losing its mind. Hold on. Where are you? I'm gonna banish you down here. You stay down here. So, I was like, I want to go to this record place. I want to see what they have, even if it's used CDs. Before that, I had to figure out where to park, and it was kind of difficult. And, like, some of those side streets over there, bro, like, there's literally room for one car. It's like, and dude, there was one point my car barely fit through, and I was like, dude, imagine I'm a fucking pickup truck. Imagine I'm a fire truck, bro. How the fuck are you gonna do that? It's not possible. So I was trying to figure out where to park, right? I'm like, what the fuck do I do? And, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna park at Dollar Tree. I'm just gonna park by the Dollar Tree. And I'll just walk there. It's like a couple blocks. Whatever. While I was at Dollar Tree, I was like, you know what, man? I'm just gonna get a bin, because I need a place to put, like, a bunch of my, my papers. And so this kind of worked, and I bought some folders, and then I bought crossword and word search books. You can't really see. They're like $1.50. It's like, fuck it, man. You know what? I'll take it, because I need something. So I got stuff at Dollar Tree, so I'm not using their parking lot to go somewhere else. I'm using it to go to Dollar Tree and then just go in the record store. So anyways, I go to this record store, and as I said, there was like a shitload of Elvis CDs. There was a shitload of U2. I was like, and I talked to the guy a little bit. He's a good guy. Knows a lot about music. Knows a lot about music, and I was like, this is gonna be interesting. So I asked him. Just it was a long shot, but I was like, I don't know if you have an album from Avenged Sevenfold called The Stage. He did not. I hope that they print it again, but I've honestly been thinking about buying one off of eBay at this point, because I really want to listen to the album. And I've listened to some of the songs from the album, and dude, that album is so good. I talked about like a while ago, I like watched like this Avenged Sevenfold album tier list thing on like Instagram Reels one day, and this guy like put The Stage at number 8, like the lowest of the low. I'm like, I was like, maybe The Stage isn't that great, and like, dude, I listened to The Stage. Those songs, I love that, man. I love the album, I love the idea, I love the energy, I love the themes and the messaging, like, yes, dude. Yes, it's so good, man. It's so good. Anyways, though, he did not have The Stage. I know, big shock. Big shock. There's just copies of The Stage everywhere, dude. I mean, there's literally like 5 copies of The Stage just, out there on the streets. Right there. So, I guess I should just go pick one of those up or something. But, yeah, unfortunately, The Stage. And I was looking, and like there was some stuff in there. It's like, okay, yeah, I've seen like the name Johnny Cash before. There was like one Kiss CD, but I didn't see that much that I was interested in. But I did get 2 things, one of which I will show. I haven't tried this yet. It is Disturbed. It's Disturbed. Wait. Oh, Believe. There we go. Found it. Yeah, it was $10. It's still sealed. Sure. Take it. My mom told me about Disturbed. I don't know if I'm gonna like it or not, but I was like, you know what, man, I'll give it a shot. Might be something I'm interested in. But honestly, the big pickup was something I saw, like, as soon as I started looking. I obviously went to A straight away, because I was like, let me see if there's any Avenged Sevenfold. Like, if it was like Waking the Fallen or Sounding the Seventh Trumpet, I can't speak, I was gonna be like, okay, sure. I'll take that, right? But there was none of that in A. But what there was something I've been eyeing for. I don't want to say this specifically, but a band I've been eyeing for like a good while. So when I was a kid, played a lot of Guitar Hero. Guitar Hero 1, Guitar Hero 2, Guitar Hero 3 was the first one I played, and then I went back and played 1 and 2 a lot. I even got like 2 on the Xbox 360 just because I wanted that fucking guitar controller, like the V-neck guitar controller, whatever, that's like USB. And now I'm like glad I got that, because if I ever do actually decide to like clone Hero or whatever, it'll be easier to set up than like having to fucking use a Wii one. So anyways, I got all that, right? I got all those games. And then after Guitar Hero 3, they released a little game called Guitar Hero Aerosmith. And Aerosmith's a pretty popular band. They're pretty cool. I felt like I didn't know how to feel about their songs necessarily, like, now thinking about it, because I feel like maybe it's not gonna be the type of stuff I'd really like, but I was interested, at least. And there were a bunch of times I was at Barnes & Noble and thinking, like, maybe I should get an Aerosmith CD. And then I always passed. Always. And oh fuck, you know, it just reminded me. Wait. I missed a Barnes & Noble trip. Fuck. I missed a Barnes & Noble trip. We'll come back to it. I forgot one. So, anyways, Aerosmith. I've been trying to look for something Aerosmith, but it was just like, it would be like $16 to get an Aerosmith CD. I was always like, I can't, man. It's a lot of money. I don't know if I'm gonna like it. You know, if it's Metallica, yes. We'll come back to Metallica, but and so there I am in this record store looking, and there's an Aerosmith CD. And I was like, so I got a grip. Yeah, those are cow udders. It's not testicles or, you know, whatever. Female nipples. Those are cow udders, okay, YouTube? Those are cow udders. So I was like, fuck it, man. Let's do it. Let's get some Aerosmith. And it was $7 for this. I don't think it's a bad price. It's used. It's in pretty good condition. And I gotta say, I listened to just a little bit of it on my drive back here. And man, I gotta say, I like it. I like it. So I had like this little intro. It's not very long. It's just like, you know, saying some stuff. I can't even remember. Then I had a song called "Eat the Rich," and I was like, yeah, eat the rich. But I'm not gonna lie, it was good. And I think I listened to "Get a Grip" as well. And then also "Living on the Edge." I know that song because I believe that was in Guitar Hero Aerosmith, I think. But yeah, honestly, I liked it. And when I was checking out, you know, guy was like, "Oh, you found some stuff," and he looked at this album. He was like, "This is a good album." So last time I was told this is a good album, dude, that was when I got that AC/DC Back in Black, and it is a good album. And this is also a very good album. So I like Aerosmith. I know there was one day when my uncle was talking about Aerosmith. He's like, I hate Aerosmith. Like, I think they were talking about like Disney or whatever, and they had that Aerosmith ride or whatever. And it's like, I hate Aerosmith. Like, they're so, you know, they're so like basic or something along those lines. But I kind of like Aerosmith, I think. All of this, I like Aerosmith. And I'm kind of surprised because I feel like the lyrics were a little more explicit than I expected. Like, I thought it was going to be... They usually, like, tiptoe around, you know, more mature things, right? But they don't, like, outright say some shit. But he's talking about, you know, you can shove it up your ass and all this. I'm like, okay, Steven Tyler. I didn't know you guys rolled like that, but sure. And my auto catcher just fell. Great. Grid? Did I say grid? Grid. It's gonna be the next evolution of Grok. Grid. Where the fuck? Where did you go? Oh, here you are. So this is where you were hiding. I have not listened to this yet. I went to Barnes & Noble on Wednesday for my appointment after work. And, I was just kind of looking for stuff that was like value CD stuff, you know, like $9.99 under. And honestly, like, it was pretty wiped out, and there really wasn't that much, to be honest. But there's been some things I've been eyeing for a while, and I was like, maybe it's time to like get one of those things, try it out, see if I like it. You know, stuff that I've like vaguely heard of. And one of them, dude, there was a Queen CD there, and I was like, bro, and it's got like Fat Bottom Girls. It's got I'm trying to remember. I mean, it was a pretty good album. Pretty good album. A lot of good stuff on that album. And I was like, man, I gotta get that, bro. I've been eyeing like Queen stuff for a while, and like now it's in the value. Like, yes. So I had 2 ideas for the things I was looking to buy. I go and I look at the other stuff. I look at the alphabetical stuff. Avenged Sevenfold stuff, it's all still there. City of Evil's still there. Nightmare's still there. And then I go back and I'm looking for the Queen CD. And it's gone. Somebody got it like in the 2 minutes I went over there, bro. Somebody got it, bro. Somebody was like, oh shit, Queen. They took it. Oh man, I was like, fuck. Are you serious? Oh man, I left for 2 minutes and it's gone. Wow. So, no Queen for me today. But yeah, definitely something I would like to look for more. I didn't see any Queen today, unfortunately. But what I did pick up was I picked up Creed Greatest Hits, and they had like another like Creed whatever, like Creed Best of Creed or something like that, and it was like $9.99. This one's $7.99, so I was like, sure. I haven't listened to it at all. I don't even remember why I remember Creed, but I remember them for something. So yeah, I'll try it. Try it. So, with that, I've pretty much caught up on everything that I was talking about, or everything I had done the past couple weeks. However, I wanted to also talk about some other stuff that I have been listening to in recent times, because I feel like I haven't really spoken that much. Oh shit, I should have forgot one. Where even is it? So I didn't see it. Let me go find it real quick. Hold on. Where are you hiding? Oh, there you are. You're over here. Okay, yeah, you. So I've got a couple albums that I wanted to talk about. Just, just spew some thoughts out on some of them. So I guess the first place I could start is I've been listening to a lot of Nightmare, because even though I got this like a while ago, I got this the same day I got City of Evil. I have listened to a shitload of City of Evil, and I have not really listened to that much Nightmare, apart from, listening to Nightmare. That was basically all I really listened to. So I've been taking the time to listen to it again. That just was a reference to one of my favorite songs in this album on accident. But I listened to this a good amount, and I gotta say, I've come around a while on this album. There are some songs that I'm kind of like, I don't really like vibe with them that much. For example, So Far Away, I think it's okay, but I don't know, it's just, they usually do kind of one of those slower songs, like they did it with City of Evil with Seize the Day, and then they did Dear God and Self-Titled, and then they did So Far Away and Nightmare. But I don't know, man. Like, I just kind of, I don't like it that much. I think it's okay. I think it's a good song. I'm not gonna say it's not a good song, but it's just something I don't really like to listen to that much. And then Tonight the World Dies, I don't even remember. And Fiction I understand, but also Fiction I'm not the biggest like fan of listening to it, because it's very slow, and I mean it's sad. You know that it's like the Rev's last song that he had finished like 3 days before he died. And like literally the song is talking about, God damn, why is my auto catcher angry? What's wrong? Why do you keep... What? Okay. Okay, now it's okay for some reason. But yeah, so I listened to this album. I obviously like Nightmare. I think probably one of the most popular Avenged Sevenfold songs. A good song. It's good, you know. And I especially love watching like the live versions of it, dude, because like everybody in the crowd, the moment the chorus comes, there's everybody, like, you could hear the energy. Like, you don't hear that with like any other song pretty much, and then you hear that and it's just, you should have known, like, holy shit. And then at the end, like, he just turns the mic to the crowd, and then just, it's your fucking nightmare. Like, I love that, man. Welcome to the Family, I think, is a pretty good song too. And Danger Line I also think is pretty good. I also like Natural Born Killer a decent amount, and I've come around on Save Me, because at first I was kind of like, it's like kind of slow, but, oh fuck, I forgot that the train exists. But best thing about Save Me is it just kind of feels like this like amalgamation of like all the things that they had done up to that point. Oh, you're coming from this side, really? Okay, I think we're safe now. Now we're safe. But yeah, so I think Save Me, not a bad song. Not a bad song at all. I've come around to it, and I just love that there's so many like little kind of callbacks in the song to like all their other stuff. Like there was one point that kind of sounded like Betrayed, and like a lot of those riffs are very reminiscent of their past work, and I thought it was cool. And you know, it's still kind of this sort of dedication to the Rev and everything. I think it's cool. I think it's a good album. It's not my favorite Avenged Sevenfold album, but it is a very good album. There are a couple songs that I'm not the biggest fan of, but yeah. So there's Nightmare. Then I have Iron Maiden, Number of the Beast, which I don't know if I'm in the video. I feel like I want to say I talked about it and was like surprised, like, and I realized that the Number of the Beast is a song I actually knew, and also Run to the Hills is also a song I knew. And then also, like, I mean, just in general, songs are pretty good. I thought that 22 Acacia Avenue was pretty good. I thought that Gangland is alright. And Hallowed Be Thy Name, good song as well. So, definitely a good album. I enjoyed it. I liked it. And I want to listen to it more. I do listen to a little bit of Iron Maiden, but not a super big amount. I also listened to Peace of Mind, like, just very recently. Like, I just listened to most of this yesterday. And I thought it was alright, but it didn't have the exact same feeling that I did when I listened to Number of the Beast. So I thought Peace of Mind was alright, but not like the Iron Maiden album I would reach for, you know? However, obviously Iron Maiden was a big part of like metal kind of, gaining a lot of prominence. But arguably probably the biggest metal band, most well-known metal band you'll ever find. Metallica. I've been looking for a lot of Metallica stuff, and I finally took the opportunity to listen to this, like, probably a week or two ago. And, I mean, it holds up. It holds up. It absolutely holds up. Fire, pretty good song. Ride the Lightning might be my favorite song. Ride the Lightning is a great song on this album. And then For Whom the Bell Tolls, obviously very popular song, the song that I knew. And there's a reason why that song is so good. I also, Trapped Under Ice, pretty good. Escape is pretty good. Creeping Death is pretty good. Like, this album is almost entirely bangers. I would say Fade to Black was alright. And The Call of Cthulhu, I'm assuming it's Cthulhu? It's not, it's just spelled K-T-U-L-U, I don't know. But, it's just an instrumental. You know, it was okay, but usually I don't really listen to that. I would prefer stuff with the lyrics too, you know? Because I feel like that kind of makes a song, you know? So, yeah, I'm excited to listen to more Metallica. I was very briefly listening to Kill 'Em All, if I can find it. It's right here. Listening to a little bit of this. So far it hasn't hit the same level as Ride the Lightning for me. Ride the Lightning, that was a good album. But I saved probably the weirdest for last, which is this Coheed and Cambria album, Father of Make Believe. And I listened to this, I think I listened to this the day I got it, I think. And I started listening to it, man. And at first, wasn't really hitting. Like, listening, oh, you know, I remember now. It was actually, I believe it was the last time I went to the dentist. Yeah. So it was like a week or two ago. And, man, it wasn't really hitting for me. I was like, this is not my song, or this is not like my band. Like, it's very low energy. It's, you know, not as interesting, not as exciting. And I was like, you know, I kind of want to take it out, but I'll leave it in. I'll give it a chance. I'll see what happens. Maybe it ends up picking up, you know? And then it picked up, like a good amount. And like later on, I was like, you know, this is actually pretty good. I actually like this. So I'm looking forward to getting Goodbye Apollo at some point, because that was the one that I was specifically recommended by ChatGPT to buy. But I kind of found myself enjoying this album a little bit. Thought it was okay. It's not my favorite, but I do think it's pretty good. But for me personally right now, I think, for me, obviously my number one is Avenged Sevenfold, right? And then I feel like my number two is probably Judas Priest. And then I think after that's probably Metallica, and then Iron Maiden for me personally. But all of them are very good albums. Love those albums. Love those bands. And I want to get more of their stuff. And I'm excited to do that eventually, but it's been getting kind of difficult to find more CDs. And it is also, I also kind of need to like save some money, because I just spent like most of my money on fucking teeth. But hey, on the bright side, my teeth are much better now. I mean, at some point I probably had to get my wisdom teeth removed. I just thought about that for the first time in like 2 weeks. I'm like, fuck, I don't want to think about that. That's gonna be a pain in the ass. But yeah, I don't know. I just want to make this video, just talk about some of the stuff that I haven't talked about, and yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be an interesting week, I think, because I actually have some free time, so realistically I probably should be uploading these. But yeah, I don't know. We're gonna see what happens. But man, I kind of want to listen to Ride the Lightning now. But also I have Aerosmith, so I'm gonna listen to Aerosmith. But yeah. Also I need to fucking rant about this for a second, okay, man? Where the fuck is this Giovanni guy at, bro? Like, they took away the ability in Pokemon Go to fight Giovanni from the balloons, which is like, okay, you know, whatever, I get it. Like, sometimes, you know, it glitches and you lose a rocket radar and it's annoying for Niantic, whatever, right? But now it's like, okay, well, now you can only encounter Giovanni at Pokestops. Where the fuck is he, man? Where is he? Whoa. Where the fuck is this guy? This guy's such a fucking evil leader. He's nowhere. He doesn't fucking exist. This guy does not exist. Like, bro, every time I use this fucking super rocket radar, bro, every single time I use super rocket radar, oh, looks like there's no sign of him energized battling, or what the fuck does this stupid asshole say? Whoa, not a signal in sight. I wonder what they're scared of. Just when I was energized to do some battling. Maybe we should check out other locations. I've checked a bunch of other locations. Where the fuck is this guy, bro? I don't think he exists. I think they just removed him, dude. I think they just took him out back and they just fucking yeller Giovanni finally. God, man. What the fuck? Oh, the rain is expected to end soon. Thank God. I was worried the rain would never end. The rain, it's definitely going right now. You hear that rain? Some crazy rain. What the fuck? Oh, man. Like, I just don't understand it. I'll find Giovanni tomorrow at the beach, maybe. Surely Giovanni's hanging out at the beach, dude. That's probably what happened, dude. It's like, you're telling me I could be in suburbia, or I can go down the fucking shore? Hell yeah, I'm going down the shore. Fuck being here. That's probably what happened. But yeah. I'm feeling alright with the music stuff. I also guess I can make a vague kind of mention, or not vague, but just kind of brief little mention here at the end, that I've also been listening to some stuff outside of metal and rock. And it's not like, oh yeah, I became like a huge K-pop stan, or, you know, I'm a country bumpkin now or some shit. Like, no. But I was trying to find some music that's more like chill and relaxing and makes it easier for me to like write stuff. So instead of like, because dude, every time I'll put on some music when I start like writing something, I start writing a journal entry, or I start like writing some script that I want to make for, you know, a video or whatever. And I just start writing, and then like I just start listening to this fucking the music, and I just start focusing on the music instead of writing. So I was like, I need something that can just make me focus on doing the thing I need to do. And that was when it kind of put me on this album, which isn't really much of an album. It's like a couple songs, you know, but it's this ambient music called Music for Airports, which honestly, I kind of love that name. Like, there's always something that's kind of like interesting to me about like ambient music, and particularly like, I don't know why, but I always had like this kind of interest in elevator music as a kid, because it's like very cheery and it's like meant to kind of make you happy and make you not think about the fact like, if this thing fucking stops, I'm like stuck in here and I might just like suffocate to death, dude. I'm gonna be like Edgeworth's dad and I'm just gonna die, and you know, Von Karma's gonna fucking shoot me in the head twice or some shit. But, you know, man, it's like, it's interesting. But I've always been kind of interested in that sort of music, and was listening to music for airports, and I think it's alright. I think it kind of helps me focus a little bit. So, yeah, honestly, not bad. Not bad. But, anyways, yeah, I think feeling okay, feeling alright. Last thing I will mention is, I think I'm going to start trying to actually like, write stuff, which I guess kind of ties in the music, the airports thing. But I want to start just like writing some stuff, you know, just kind of like writing down some thoughts and just putting them out there in the ether. Maybe nothing ever happens with them, but like, you know, let those thoughts exist. Maybe other people get some value from them. I don't know. And I did that last night, and I was just writing about how I have these big ambitions of my days off. Like, oh man, I'm gonna like edit this video. I'm gonna fucking write this script. I'm gonna, you know, go to this new place. I'm gonna like wake up early. I'm gonna, you know, fix my sleep schedule. All this shit, and it's like it never happens. And just kind of reflected on that a little bit last night, and yeah, I might upload that. I think what the plan is I think I'm just gonna like make a Substack, which I already made a Substack, but I think I'm actually going to like post on it, see what happens. I don't know, just something I think would be interesting, something that I can create without having to like actively, I guess, project myself to the world around me, you know? Because in order to do this, I have to speak, right? And it's like sometimes I don't really want to speak at home when other people are there and, you know, get judged or whatever, right? But being able to just type stuff and just take it, copy it, paste it on the Substack and throw it on there, I think it might be interesting. So I think I'm going to start doing more of that, start trying to write a little more, and just trying to do other things aside from watching a bunch of stuff, which I will say, also, this video's going all over the place now, but I mean, if you've been here as long, you're probably just going to stick around anyway, so I don't know. But I mentioned The Dark Knight before, and I've actually been starting to watch, like, traditional media, I guess that's what I call it. I've started to watch some other stuff. I found some sites that post things that they might not necessarily own, but, you know, I mean, look. You think I'm gonna pay for fucking HBO Max or Prime Video or Netflix or whatever, right? Nah, good. No, I don't get to own that stuff. So, you know, I'd rather just sell the 7 Seas. Just get some stuff that way. And that was how I watched The Shining recently. I've never watched The Shining before. And my therapist talked about The Shining to me like 2 weeks ago or whatever, and I was like, kind of want to watch The Shining. So I watched The Shining, and honestly, it was interesting. I didn't expect there to be a naked woman at one point. That was an interesting thing to find. Like, oh, huh. This is breasts, bro. But, yeah. I think it was interesting. I want to fight this Shadow Beldam fucking man. I want to fight this Shadow Beldam. But yeah, it was interesting. I enjoyed the film. And then what I've also been doing is I've been watching a lot of Twilight Zone, like the original series. And it's it's been pretty cool. There's actually been a couple episodes that have been like real bangers. I'm not gonna lie. Like there's a lot of just interesting concepts to explore, and I even just watched this one episode. Literally, was it yesterday or was it today? I think it was today. And this episode about this street called Maple Street, and there's like all these people that are on Maple Street, and something like goes over their house or whatever, right? Like goes over their houses, and it's like, oh shit, like something from space just like flew over our houses and made this weird fucking noise and everything. And they're trying to figure out like what's going on, and like the kid makes this mention of like, oh, he saw this movie or this book or whatever, and it's like they have two, a man and a woman, and then like two kids or whatever that like infiltrate before, you know, they try to start taking people out or whatever. And then they like all like start Salem witch trialsing themselves. Like the one dude like shoots the guy who like left at one point and like came back. And it was an interesting episode for sure, because it was like, it just showed how these people are just panicking over nothing, and like just accusing, like, I mean, they just started accusing the one guy because they're like, oh my god, your car started on its own, you must be the alien. And it's like the aliens were just doing that to fuck with them. Like the actual aliens were doing that to fuck with them, and there were no aliens in there at all. They were just fucking fighting each other. So I don't know, man. There's a lot of interesting concepts in that show, and I like it. And it's something I'm going to continue watching more of. There were a couple episodes where I was like, whatever, but there were some good ones. There were definitely some interesting ones. And yeah, so I'm going to start watching more of that stuff, and that probably includes The Dark Knight. But I don't know, I'm just going to start trying to do more stuff that is not like social media stuff or even like game stuff, but I probably will still play some games. I still, you know, I've been playing a little bit of Lego Batman stuff, but as for Pokemon Go, it's gonna be a Pokemon No, I think, pretty soon. I've really just kind of stopped, man. It's just Pokemon Go is just not the same game that it once was, and I just don't really enjoy it. So I think there is a real chance that I just kind of quit altogether. Like right now it's just kind of on life support as it is, where it's like I'll open the game maybe once a day. Sometimes I don't even do the basic daily stuff. But yeah, I would like to do some of that Substack stuff, and probably make some like main channel videos again. But maybe I'll kind of just ease back into it, do that. Just not making, you know, these types of low effort videos, making stuff that's a little more interesting but not crazy. So I don't know, I guess stick around for that. I've got some free time in my hands for probably the next month-ish, so that's good. And then see what happens in August, because supposedly I might be getting a lot more hours in August again to cover for another full-timer that's gonna be gone. So yeah, but anyways, I'm gonna end this here. This wasn't even about music for the last like 15 minutes, but whatever. I feel pretty good with today, though. I feel good. And, yeah, I'm looking forward to making some stuff again. I've literally made, like, I have, like, 3 videos at this point that have been like, you know, guys, I know I haven't uploaded in a while, but, don't worry, I'm gonna upload this one. This is my 3rd time. So, yeah. But, hey, I'll try to upload this one today. Well, actually, no, I shouldn't upload it, because I still I still have a backlog of stuff, man. I still have to upload the big CD hunting video, bro. I bought like $90 worth of CDs and I didn't upload that shit. And I spoiled it too because I think I bought this. Didn't I? Didn't I buy that in that video? Maybe you should find out by watching that video. I don't know. I don't even know what else. I've lost it. I guess that's it.